Happy birthday Prince Philip. Duke of Edinburgh turns 97 today. The Duke of Edinburgh has been enjoying a more leisurely time at home in Windsor Castle following his retirement from public duties in August last year after 65 years of public service. At the age of 97, Prince Philip is the husband of one of the most famous women in the world after giving up a promising naval career to support his wife in her role. Through the highs and lows of life leading Britain's much-loved royal family, Prince Philip has been there every step of the way for the Queen. And their enduring relationship has lasted the longest of any British sovereign. The Duke of Edinburgh vowed to act as Queen Elizabeth's eyes and ears when he married the soon-to-be monarch on November 20, 1947. And in November last year, he celebrated 70 years of everlasting love with his wife, whom he shares 4 children, 8 grandchildren and 6 great-grandchildren with. But his humorous gaffes and quips is perhaps what has helped keep Prince Philip sane with so many royal duties and more than 65 years of public service. The Queen's husband retired from public duties in August last year after completing 22,219 solo engagements since he was ascended to the throne in 1952. As his age has advanced beyond 90, concerns for Philip's well-being have increased as he has faced a number of health scares. Abdominal and hip surgery, bladder infections and a blocked coronary artery have seen the Duke admitted to hospital on a number of occasions. And most recently, Philip went under the knife for a hip replacement operation, which saw him hospitalized for a few weeks back in April. But, recently the Duke was last pictured at his grandson Prince Harry's royal wedding to Meghan Markle where he looked in good spirits and walked unaided. The love story of Philip and Elizabeth, who are distant cousins, began in 1939 when the young princess was just 13 years old. The couple met during a royal visit to his naval college in Dartmouth. It was love at first sight and they started to ride to each other. Dashing, blonde-haired, athletic 18-year-old Philip is said to have caught her eye as he entertained her by jumping over tennis nets. Elizabeth was just 21 and Philip, who had renounced his Greek royal title and become a naturalized British subject, was 26 when the pair became engaged. It has been suggested that they became unofficially engaged in summer 1946 while they were staying at Balmoral. Prince Philip joined the Navy from school in 1939 aged 18 and went on to serve with distinction in the Mediterranean. He also saw battle in the Second World War and many royal insiders tipped him to go all the way in the senior service and become its chief or First Sea Lord. But the Duke resigned as a commander in 1951 when it became clear his father-in-law King George VI was in ill health. He was formally made a British prince in 1957 by his wife, after he became the Baron Greenwich, Earl of Merioneth and Duke of Edinburgh just before his wedding to the Queen. Indeed, the prince had to wait until his 90th birthday in 2011 before becoming the titular head of the Royal Navy. And it was then that the Queen appointed him to the symbolic title of Lord High Admiral, which dates back to the 14th century, as thanks for his lifetime of dedication and in recognition of how he had sacrificed his naval career. But after the death of his father-in-law, the Duke threw himself into royal life to overcome the disappointment of the premature loss of his professional career. And after more than 65 years by the side of his wife Queen Elizabeth II, Prince Philip has certainly made his mark on the British monarchy as the modernizer of the firm.